Um, Hi, everybody. I'm here with Donia Yusuf today for International Women's Day, and she's going to talk to us about how she empowers women. Donia, welcome. I'm going to introduce you. We've been friends for ages, but it's amazing to have you on here.
Oh, no, thank you so much. So yes, I met the wonderful Chrissy. In fact, I searched for her and found her across the other side of the world. And yeah, we kind of connected via our books and the animations. So it's all really exciting.
All
So
right.
yeah.
So your story is a compelling tale of triumph and inspiration. You're born in London and blossoming into a nurturing force in youth talent with Tiny Angels. Your life took a transformation turn following a cancer diagnosis. Rising from this challenge, you authored The Monster and Mummy, giving birth to Monster Publishing Limited, which supports cancer survivors and charities. You have over 30 books. I can't believe that. Numerous screenwriting awards and insightful columns in IGC magazine. You continue to impact lives through your creative ventures. And your latest project, Monza TV, is poised to bring diverse, health-focused content to forefront, showcasing your enduring commitment to storytelling that heals, empowers, and enlightens. And recently, you've just been nominated for the Most Inspiring Woman of the Year, which is so
Yeah,
amazing.
it's really crazy what's been going on. So I've always been a creative and always just loved seeing people do well, uplifting others. And I think because obviously the self-satisfaction of doing things and making things happen, really helped me. So going through various adversities and challenges, should we say, in life, it definitely brings different skills. So even though some can be very, very traumatic and pressurizing, it's all about working on self, which
Yeah.
I found is huge. And once you're able to understand you, love you for who you are, you're able to then, help others. And that's something I never really understood before. It's like, love you. Well, what's that? What does that mean? But it's actually just literally tapping into you. And I've just done so many different courses, therapies, trainings, and actually it's all really, really beneficial because it then overlaps into everything else you do. So yes, cancer was one of my big traumas, and I was running a very, very busy, successful children's acting agency, and yeah, it came by surprise. I had an 18-month-old child and a 2-year-old, and nope, an 18-month and a 3-year-old. Oh, God, it's that long ago. And yeah, it was really, really hard at the time because it was a huge shock. I didn't smoke, drink, I was healthy. I was still breastfeeding the baby. So that came, and there was no outlet for me. It was really tough. I was kind of preoccupied with work, 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 work. And then when I was in the silence of the chemo wards, I felt like, I wasn't, it made me look at life again. I wasn't doing what I loved or what I wanted to do, or, maybe I wasn't as confident to do things that I really loved because I haven't had experience of doing them before. But then, facing death on quite a few occasions, I realized that actually, we are capable of whatever we desire. So I adapted this strength and I was like, yeah, okay. We've got everything at our fingertips now and more. So I started just writing. I wasn't even like wanting to set up a book publishing company. And I think that's what I always say to others. Do what you love, start that ball rolling, and then things will happen. But if you sit there procrastinating about, should I do this, should I do that, it'll never happen. And
Yeah.
then from one thing, it stems off or branches off. So I just wrote the book pure from my heart. And it was just, it was just an outlet.
It's amazing, and and you are such an inspiration, and we are talking about being inspired and being empowered, but how do you stay empowered yourself, and how are ways that tips, I guess, that you could bring to others to stay empowered in this crazy world that we're in?
I mean, because I've got kind of that entrepreneurship mindset. It's keeping things moving, do things that excite you, and do everything that you love, and don't listen to people too much, because they'll give their judgments, from obviously their perspectives. And actually, everyone in my view is capable of whatever they want, and they can get it. So yeah, it's literally just channeling in to your passion. What drives you as a person? What do you love doing? What excites you? And it can be down to literally anything. And then you just literally just start. There's no such thing, as failure. Failure, in my opinion, will then bring success, because if one thing doesn't work, you try something else. And if that doesn't work, then you try something else. And I always believe there's a path for us. And actually, if we're not accomplishing, or we're not getting at that specific thing, we're in the wrong field, we're in the wrong direction, we're around the wrong people. And I think, keeping myself inspired is being around kind-hearted, lovely people. And anyone who takes that from you, just send them love from afar. I used to get very upset before, because the entertainment industry, which I work in, unfortunately, you get a very, very green-eyed monsters, very greedy people. And now I know where the saying is, money is the root of all evil. And, this is what I'm kind of campaigning for. We should all be in a place like love makes the world go round, not money. Money can be, made and lost overnight. So, I push for, equality. I push for people who have, got a kind heart, who are nice, who are loyal, because a lot of them in this industry are far from. And that was soul destroying at the beginning. But then I learned to be resilient and kept my circle very short. And within time, when working with people, you then see the red flags. And it's just, yeah, I think as a woman as well in society, it's really hard as well. You
Yes.
kind of getting knocked back, especially in a kind of male ego um industry as well. It's tough. We're getting there, but I think the thing is, more women need to support each other,
Yeah.
not pull others down. We need to all be lifting each other up. When you're walking down the street and you just smile at someone, just random, just smile at them, and actually they'll look at you and then smile back. And that's a nice feeling you've just created. It doesn't have to be something huge. It can just be something really small. And that's, will help with uplifting others. So just be kind always. I was always brought up, treat others as how you would like to be treated yourself. And that's something, I'm hugely passionate about. And, I'm hugely passionate about, the good souls around me. Chrissy, who I saw from the other side of the world, is obviously, someone very close to my heart.
Yeah.
And I wish there were more of you. So, no.
And you've
So
also, yeah,
yeah.
and you've also got your two little girls as well. So, I'm guessing, well, I know that you empower them to be who they are and be a voice within themselves. And I know there's people listening here that have kids as well, and girls, and and I think that's really important, isn't it, when you've got your girls growing up, to feel like they're empowered to be a voice and be heard.
Absolutely. And I'm very, very honest, maybe sometimes too honest with my kids, but my kids are like amazing. I was so naughty at school. And my kids are like, every single day, achievement award, achievement award, I mean, literally, they are such good kids. They both wrote their book. One was 4 when she published her first book. And I just let them be who they want to be. They're people, they're little humans too, and they're entitled to see, experience. I've taken them helicopter across Vegas. Come on, kids, they they've had the nice life, and I'm like, okay, cool, you like that? You know, you have to work hard, or you have to set up this or do this, and this is how mummy can afford to do these things. And it's literally, just showing them what life's about.
Is
And it can be from, yeah, I mean, it's obviously can be from whatever ethics or whatever motivates you, holidays and lovely lifestyles. I love that. That motivates me. And
yeah, love good holidays. It's such a good motivation.
my kids love holidays. So if they haven't gone to a holiday in a year, they're like, Mummy. I'm like, well, mummy's trying to make some money so we can go. And now you've got to think too on what you can do or what you would like to do. So my youngest now, she wants to, she loves doing hair and makeup. And so we've now drilled into what her passion is and what she loves. She now wants to build like a really cool kind of a salon, like
Oh,
a beauty salon, and like a really beautiful kind of tranquil setting place, which I can help as a mother, help develop her in what she aspires to be. So there's so many things out there, and so much resources and education on platforms at our fingertips that we all can achieve, and get where we need to be.
exactly. And I think workplaces aren't doing enough to empower, our girls and our women and or things like that, giving them opportunity. Do you think we could, do more in our workplaces and even at home or at life places that we can empower more, like, actually think about ways that we can empower our, fellow females that are working around us and living around us?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the thing with even at schools and stuff, you
Yeah,
know and workplaces, they're not, obviously you're confined to that specific workplace. In my opinion, you're building someone else's dream. you know
yeah,
I empower everyone to create your own dreams, create, your own desires in life. And I think that there should be a lot more um, things in place to actually help people understand how to set up a company. So it's their,
more
their
entrepreneurial, more
empire.
entrepreneurs.
Yeah, more, absolutely. More on mental health. I think that's a really important topic. A lot of people struggle, and especially with conflictions in workplaces as well too, and the impact it can have on others. I don't think that's taken seriously. um
Yeah,
Looking back, when obviously I was younger, and uh, just going from different job to different job and getting sacked and being in complete pieces because I had a mortgage to pay. And it's not good. Meanwhile, dealing with a sister who'd committed suicide. Um, and but they don't take into consideration any of this. It's very cold now. There's no real empathy, compassion, or understanding for others. You're not going to bring the best out of someone, um, and they're not going to want to work hard at all. So that's where my main thing was literally, I don't want to be relying on anyone else. I want to make my own empower, so I'm never in this situation again. And if you don't know, I mean, it's taken me decades to learn, but if you don't know, it's hard. And I think all of this should be educated, um,
yeah,
in workplaces as well, um, just so everyone has the understanding, or given enticing employers with better benefits. The cost of living is just ridiculous at the moment, and people are struggling. So the mental health is rising. um Work ethic, is probably declining because people are very, very stressed on how they're going to put the next meal on the table. So yeah, I think it needs to go right back to basics and
yeah,
really drill into, managing finances, helping, single mothers who've got kids at home and they can't afford, to work, you know, bringing better childcare facilities in place. I mean, since COVID, it's better
Yeah,
because, you know, the flexible
hours.
working.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
vote, and that's definitely I found as well. Definitely been easier. So
Ah, no, that's it. But it's still, you know, it's still tough out there, and there's some extremely talented people who are made to feel worthless, just because they don't get on with a specific person or that. And that just breaks my heart. And I just, yeah, I'm kind of, yeah, quite a strong voice, and don't like seeing injustice.
yeah, that's amazing. And you know, for those that are watching this, which is I hope there's a lot through Uplift Her, you know, if you could talk to yourself 20 years ago, I guess, or 10 years ago, what would you say to your younger you if you could go back in time?
Gosh, if I went back, I would have probably set up a company straight from
Brilliant.
scratch. Not relying on others, not having to, you know, be dismissed by others, not made to feel, you know, worthless by others.
And those
Um,
and for the younger ones that are coming up through, you know, as well as starting a business, is there any other advice that you could give for, you know, staying empowered and you know, and just driving forward? Because it's hard to not give up, isn't it? It's hard to keep going and keep working on those dreams.
100%. And that comes down to the kind of the work balance lifestyle. You know, if you keep your mental health in good standing order as such, you know, take breaks, you know, be around the right people. Just yeah, don't, you know, if I would even go to different, have, you know, multiple revenue streams. So, you know, if one doesn't work, for example, in COVID, you know, film shoots had to, you know, be cancelled. You know, other revenue streams. You know, there's a lot on online if people want to do gaming, whatever. Kids are all into that right now. You know, delve into these kind of things. You know, there's so many different courses and platforms. So just the way you keep inspired is whatever you love, and there's something in each of us that we love, and that's, in my opinion, the strongest thing. Follow your heart, and whatever your heart loves, enjoys, just, you know,
Just
just
do
drill into
that.
that market. Basically.
This has been amazing. And for those that want to follow you and follow your journey, what's going to be next for you this year or next year or 10 years?
Oh gosh, yeah. So I've got another book has just gone into publish
Oh, cool.
thing actually.
31, book 31.
Um, yes. So that's Rosie's Remarkable Legs, and it's a really cute children's story. And I always have some kind of true element behind it. So I bought my niece, who was 3 years old, an actual sausage dog, where I actually thought it was a sausage dog. But it kind of grew into a Doberman. I mean, the legs are like really long. Um, and so, yeah, it's definitely not a sausage dog. So the book's about that, and it's basically educating children. It's okay to be different. You know, it's okay to have long legs. You know, people who have long legs have other superpowers where, you know, they can reach, like Rosie the doggy can reach higher branches. Um, and you know, it's just basically diminishing, like, what's the word I'm trying to, stereotypical things. So
Yeah,
basically,
breaking down those stereotypes, you know,
that's
people's
it. Yeah.
judgment, you know.
Absolutely. And yeah, just been, you know, all my focus has just been kinder, more empathetic, you know, more open, and yeah, just there's a lot of bullying online as well. And it's, yeah, just kind of protect these kids
Yeah,
um as they're growing up. You know, we want kids to be kids.
amazing.
And
I look forward to seeing that one. I love all your book.
And then my animation movie, which is based off, so that's Sadie in the Grove, Sadie in the Grove, and that's a 3-book series. That's on Amazon currently now. I'm going to be in a big store very, very soon, which I will announce on my social medias, which is all very exciting. So yeah, it'd be wonderful to follow me on my social media, which is the Monster series. So it's the.monster.series. And that's on my Instagram. You can follow me there.
Amazing.
And yeah, so yeah, just keep your energies high. And that can be with anything, put some music on, whatever, just keep the vibrations
Funny.
high.
That's funny.
And yeah, and keep the vibrations high, and yeah, good things will happen. Meditate, whatever, ticks your boat. Literally just keep yourself on a level. Try and keep out of drama as much as possible, because that's just going to bring you down. I don't even watch the news because I don't want to hear that negativity.
Fun.
And actually, yeah, just keep yourself. If things are not working, it's okay. Just move on, and just find another path. And there's plenty of paths.
Exactly.
Um, so
Oh,
yeah.
it's amazing to talk to you. Thank you for joining me on here, and I'm looking forward to putting this out
Oh,
to Uplift Her. Yeah, and I'm sure we'll get you back for another webinar.
amazing. Okay, thanks, Chrissy. Take care. Bye.